How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and also to another tech news video. We are doing these more now, so if you guys want to catch up on all of the latest tech news, definitely check out the channel, hit subscribe, notifications, do all of that jazz, and I will let you guys know what is actually going on. Now, jumping into our first topic, a while back we talked about Epic Games and Discord opening up their own online game stores where you can buy games to play with your friends, just kind of like Steam does it. So these ones are new competitors to Steam, and the biggest reason for this is because Steam is just asking way too much in sales from the developers. They take around 30% of all of the revenue, whereas Epic Games are asking only 12% and Discord only 10%, which might cause a lot of the developers to sell their games rather on Epic Games or Discord, because we have seen that a lot of the larger developers actually started their own platforms like Uplay, Origins, Blizznet, and so on. And just to push the matters further, Epic Games is really trying to push the developers to move to them and to get more people towards their platform by even offering free games every 2 weeks. So now you're able to get Subnautica for free until December 27th, and then after that you'll be able to get Super Meat Boy from the 28th. Now, this is pretty cool. Free games are always awesome, so if you haven't picked up Subnautica yet, definitely check out Epic Games for that. But even though these companies are opening up their own platforms, most of the big developers will most likely just stick where they are. I mean, Origin is already relatively big, Uplay, Blizznet, everybody's just gonna stick with their own platforms because it's already established. But for a lot of the smaller developers or the other AAA title developers who haven't really, we've always been selling on Steam, this might be a better option to go for. Then next up, we have some news from the developers of PlanetSide, which, if you don't know, they pretty much have the record for the largest game or match ever recorded, with a single match having more than 1,158 players, which is crazy. So they've announced their new game called PlanetSide Arena with a bunch of different game modes, but probably the most popular one is going to be their Battle Royale mode, which supports a player count of up to 1,000 players. Now, unfortunately, unlike a PlanetSide 2, it's not free. You will have to pre-order it at around $20, or for some reason it's cheaper here in South Africa on Rand, because it's only going for 130 Rand. Don't know why. And it's going to be released on the 29th of January 2019. So the entire Battle Royale mode might already be oversaturated with a bunch of different games, but this might be something a bit new, adding over 1,000 players to a match. So I want to hear from you guys. Do you think that this could possibly be the new PUBG or Fortnite? It's not too expensive, it's not free, but let me know what you think. I'm not sure if all of the mainstream players will go to that because it's not super cartoony and or realistic like PUBG. And then also, I'm kind of curious to see how long it's going to take to fill an entire lobby of around 500 to 1,000 players, because I don't want to sit there for like a day waiting for the game to start. So hopefully there's going to be enough people that actually plays the game. But I know a lot of people do like PlanetSide 2, so this might actually be a really fun game to get into. And then some more news from Epic Games. It looks like Epic Games is trying to make cross-platform gaming a big thing in 2019, announcing that with their very popular Fortnite having over 200 million players and being available on 7 different platforms, and with that being cross-platform compatible, they've battle tested it now, and they want to open up their cross-platform service to all of the different developers on all of the different engines and then on all of the different stores. So this kind of makes it possible for the developers to actually add this service into their games and make it that we can play with our friends, whether it's on a PC, console, mobile. I'm not sure about that one, but we'll be able to play all of the different games together, which is awesome. I just do hope that like Sony, which did have a problem first with the cross-platform thing, they're open up to that and it won't really be an issue, because if that's going to be the next big thing in 2019, it's really going to be awesome. Cross-platforming, it's just going to be nice. Now, back in our Friday's video, we talked about AMD's new Picasso mobile APUs, which we're going to see in some of these smaller devices and like notebooks and so on. But it does also sound like we might get a custom Picasso APU for the new streaming Xbox. Now, if you guys don't know, we're gonna get like two variants of the new generation Xbox consoles. One's going to have all of the horsepower like the current versions, and then one is going to be more of a streaming box that you stream your game from the internet and play it like that, which is kind of getting a big deal nowadays. Now, we have already seen this on the current generation of consoles, which does have the Panther APU, I believe. So we might even see that those more horsepower versions of the consoles will feature AMD APUs as well, just because it's a single chip actually performing really well in the graphics and the CPU department. Now, I'm not exactly sure how strong this new CPUs will really need to be for the streaming box, but if they add something like the Ryzen 5 3500U with 4 cores, 8 threads, a base clock of 2.1 GHz and 512 stream processors, that should be enough for all of the encoding work. And then also only having a TDP of 12 watts for the CPU, power and size will also be kept to a minimum. But continuing with some of the game streaming news, Google's Project Stream is also underway now, which is kind of their game streaming service, where you don't really have to buy like an entire computer or anything like that. You don't even have to buy the games. It's more of a service that you pay for, like a GeForce Now. But now there's just more companies getting into that. So with this new testing phase that this new Project Stream is going through, the testers are able to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey for free, and then also get the game free on Uplay later if you play like more than an hour, which doesn't sound too bad, but unfortunately it's only for America, which again, we never get really nice stuff. Linus always complains about Canada not getting the nice stuff. We're here in South Africa, we never get the nice stuff, so don't complain. But now with this entire streaming service just becoming bigger, I just want to hear from you guys as well. What do you think of all of the streaming games going on? Might be a good plan. You don't have to buy like an entire PC, the games, you just pay for the service, and then you just kind of need a really good internet with a low latency. If you guys have that, then that actually might be an option. And then for our last topic, we have the new Ultimate Gaming product, which is going to improve your gaming accuracy by like 10-fold or so on. And that is the Flash Gaming Glove, which is the world's first performance enhancing gaming glove. Now the gaming glove apparently comes out with a gaming sleeve, which you just pull over your arm, this one, your right arm. It's not gonna work for me because I've got like a crazy amount of hair, and it's gonna be a mission to get that thing off, and it's gonna just tear off I can't kind of wax it. Now it comes with this new sleeve that apparently is going to add for a better blood circulation, body temperature. It's going to reduce like muscle strain, and also adds faster recovery. I'm gonna just go with that. But not only that, it also comes out with cool and like beautiful designs that of course is going to improve your performance even more. And if they develop an RGB version, then you'll probably be like a god mode with an aimbot. You're gonna be unstoppable, because you all know like RGB just gives you that much more performance. And then finally it also just comes out with a wrist and an arm support, which you can just fasten if you want to make it tighter or so on. It kind of looks weird, but it actually sounds also really cool if you do play like a lot of games, even more like than work, which these days there's a lot of people doing that, kind of like the pros as well. So if you play like more than 40 hours of games a day, or a day, I don't know how that's possible. If you play like more than 40 hours of games like a week, then this might be something. If you do get like your wrist restrain, or you get fatigue or so on, this actually might help. And a lot of people actually seem to agree with the Kickstarter already surpassing their $11,000 goal with over $50,000 in funding. So that's kind of looks like a new thing. If you guys want to check that out, I'll leave a link in the video description for that one. But it's not really for me. It kind of looks like you won't be able to move your arm that much. Really, it's just going to be like a support. One thing, and that's all you can do. I don't know. But that's pretty much it for our new tech news video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment like always. And then I will check all of you in our next video. Cheers, guys.